The old horseshoe on the banks of the Owen Canyon. It has seen many a high-stakes clash, and another one coming up from Columbus in this one. The Oregon Ducks come in to take on the Ohio State Buckeyes, and over the last several years, whenever these two teams have gotten together, high stakes, playoff game, conference championship implications, all on the line. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to Holly Rowe.
Guys, this is one of the most exciting top 25 matchups of the season. Honestly, Oregon versus Ohio State might be two of the most talented rosters in all of college football. College football playoff implications on the line. This one should be massive when Oregon takes on Ohio State. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hits inside. It's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the timing just a hair off.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup.
And they block it. Scoops it up, and they'll try to take it. Touchdown, Ohio State. They grab the early lead.
And they did a really nice job on that punt block. They haven't showed that this year yet, so they overloaded the one side. They used their speed to get the block, and then how about scooping and scoring and taking it to the crib?
And the extra point is good. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out wide right, it's Davison. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
But one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are good.
Makes a grab and room to run. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running.
There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Julian saying to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. He's got it on the right. Got room at the 35. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Swapped immediately.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They give it to him again. Shows him the stiff arm. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. Caught. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up. Motion from the wideout. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Running inside, it's Johnson. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
The Buckeyes will try to pick it up on 4th down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it on 4th down. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Dante Moore. incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Moore to the air. Right side, it's Gresham. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Moore from the gun on third down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Pass to 6. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Here's Sayin to throw. Out wide left, it's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Going to the run, it's Jackson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Drives inside. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. Let it go. Quarterback keeps it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Pushes ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing more. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Run the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Looks it in. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Out wide right, it's Jackson. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they got it down to the 23.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
And the Buckeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Say it. With the catch, it's Jackson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Sayed. Back's got it on the screen. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Buckeye! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeps it moving, it's Davison. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Gets the back moving. Here's Moore to throw. gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Lucky to get it off.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, it's Davison. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They boot it away on 4th down. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing, say it. Got his man. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Back to pass. It's Sayed. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Nice complete.
Looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that kid.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Say it. Rushes on. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
2nd down, going to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Swings it out to the flat. Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
His offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense, and here they go. They're trying to score more points.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Tavian St. Clair. Right side, it's Jackson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Straight ahead, it's West. Hard running there. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll go play action with Moore. Got his man. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moore. Sends it downfield. Got it. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. First and goal on what will be the last play of this quarter. Calls his own number. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the Michigan State Spartans. And it's the Wolverines with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year would put the rest of the sport on notice. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here's Julian saying to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
Cuts it upfield. It's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Got his man down the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He'll take it himself. He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that 2-point conversion attempt goes awry. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on 1st down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Here's Sayin to throw. Got it. Makes a man miss. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. 2nd and long here.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Quick give. It's West. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can paint holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need one more yard. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dante Moore. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Send the tight end in motion. Play fake, say it. Under pressure. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Got him on the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short as teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's West. They were all over it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lined up in the gun on third down. Say it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Fires to the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down. Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through.
He's got it down the left. Find some room. Touchdown, Ducks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Sends it back in motion. Saying. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Left side, it's Smith. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. From the gun on third down, say it. Snags it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. A run for the quarterback. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
They'll send the back in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Between the uprights, it's good. And wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. A costly defensive penalty sets up this offense with first and goal. Throwing, say it. Fires to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Motion from the wide receiver. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown! Buckeye! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So just a short drive was needed, covering 21 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They think there's room to run to the right here. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late.
Going downfield for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Now hits it. It's Davison. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that late and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the score.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Offense in an empty set. Quarterback changing the play. Say it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They're all over him. And down he goes.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. 3rd down coming. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Upstairs to make the catch. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. They're still firing away even with this lead. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right.